Hi, thanks for tuning into my channel. I talk about theories. Typically, I talk about theories about the universe and about understanding yourself and so forth. Today, I just want to make a quick video. Um, I go to bed and I have my iPhone playing next to me, and sometimes it'll switch from one video to the next automatically, just happenstance. And I have been watching this YouTube channel, Sean of Steel, SOS, and the videos I like of his are his reaction. He primarily does reaction videos. I think he exclusively does reaction videos, although there are some videos of him when he was younger, before he lost a lot of weight. So he does reaction videos to My 600 Pound Life. I forget what channel, it's like Discovery or something. And so I just woke up early in the morning, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, to him reacting to the end of this episode. It was the episode with Tiffany, who was the one featured, and she had lost weight, presumably, and there was something about her father and wanting to reach out to her father and being hurt and feeling broken. I haven't seen the episode, just watched or listened to the end of this. And I was sad, I guess, in that she said she wished that she was able to talk with her father. But I caught Sean's reaction, what he said. He said, somebody like that, meaning her father, somebody like that who doesn't admit to that them having hurt somebody else, would deflect, and essentially there's no, don't expect to have, don't wait, don't hold your breath for them to admit and open up to having hurt this other person, so meaning her, Tiffany. So I immediately thought of somebody from my past, and I don't want to get into detail. I'll simply say that it's hurt me for several decades. There was a lot of confusion. There were a lot of pent up hurts that I at least wanted to, if nothing else, I at least wanted to hear and talk with this other person, to learn, to see this other person acknowledge the hurt. And over the years, people have, friends have said, just bury it with the past. And part of me is very inquisitive. Part of me wants to resolve conflicts within myself. There's a funny thing. For those of you who are interested in actually understand this, who are Star Wars fans, in Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker has to, he's told he must confront his father. Not necessarily conquer his father or kill his father, but must confront his father again. And I've taken that to mean he must resolve, in order to become a Jedi, that's what it said, in order to become a Jedi, you have to confront your father. He must resolve these past, these inner conflicts within himself, and of course his father must, in his own way, reconcile these conflicts within himself. And in fact, Luke tells his father, I still feel the conflict within you. And his father's denying that there's any conflict, but he turns out to be correct. In fact, at the end, his father says, tell your sister you were right. You did save me. Tell your sister you were right. So, in so many words. So, we each have, I imagine, we each have conflicts, and there's a family systems therapist named Dr. Richard Schwartz, who became famous for developing the idea of internal family systems. That is, that there are different parts of you, and there's a core, which is not these other parts. It's your core, which is courage. It's 8 C's: courage, curiosity, compassion, calm, and so forth. And then there are these other parts. Some are firefighter parts. Well, I'll start off. Some parts hold on to memories and traumas, and other parts are firefighter parts, which quickly try to put out the immediate flame of the part which has a trauma. And remember, there are several different parts with different traumas, and the firefighter or firefighter parts try to take those out. And this could be exhibited, this firefighter part could be exhibited in terms of drinking and addictions and so forth. And that clicked with me. Not that I'm saying I, have an extreme version of it or a dissociative identity disorder or something or other, but it seems rational. It seems to make sense with how I understand how people work and how I work. I know there's some unresolved things that just you bury and bury. So this pain or this collection of pain from this person has been within me, and I have wanted to open it, air it out, and I think that it's very healthy. Air it out by talking with the person, and both of us talking. Not that this other person is evil or destructive. Quite the opposite. I have, and some may still make comments about how ugly I am or something, but I know, it seems to me that this other person is compassionate and nice. And that was one bit of confusion I had, because it seemed that the person seemed nice, and I always associated this person with being a cheerleader and being happy and cheering me up and cheering other people up and bright and happy. And it seemed confusing that this person seemed to, I'm not saying intentionally did, but I mean seemed to, from my point of view, not care about my feelings. I had thought for a long, since the beginning and through, I had thought that this person didn't care about having hurt me. And I couldn't understand why. Speaking of reconciling, I could not reconcile the two. So, a number of times people have said, just go on, move on, put this person in the past, so forth. And in some sense, I respected this person enough. I respected what I hoped to be compassion and understanding in this other person. I had enough, esteem of this other person to suspect that there was compassion. Something like, I don't know, Luke Skywalker and his father. That's an extraordinary extreme. I'm not saying it's to that extreme. I'm just saying it's similar in that Luke Skywalker believed that his father still had goodness within him. And I believed that this person had compassion. And I had been brought up, on Star Trek and shows like, and sitcoms and so forth, where people, in order to resolve the episode, people talk to each other. And so I couldn't understand why this person would not be brave enough to reach out. And so I messaged what I saw on Shaun of Steel, to a friend, a close friend, and the friend texted back this long message saying, people build walls to protect themselves from the outside, and it works both ways. That when they build a wall, it prevents them from reaching out to people on the outside. So I think I shared what I wanted to say without hopefully revealing who this person is. But I thought it's more important that I, let it out because it's been on my mind. And also, you may have encountered somebody like this or some situation like this for whatever situation, whatever scenario. Um, and I always interpreted the when somebody said just let the person go. I had trouble being able to do that because number one, I believed that the person had compassion, so I couldn't understand why the person would just, punch me in the gut and then just walk away and be annoyed when I would say, tell the person I'm hurt, please help. Um, and two, um, I forget where I was going with that. But anyway, I've said enough. I'll talk about hopefully more pleasant things coming up, but hopefully that will be helpful. All right, bye bye.